This video is to provide personnel with a quick overview of ContractSafe and our new contract processing procedure. ContractSafe is our new contract management system that I will be showing you today. To begin with, you will obtain a contract or proposal from the vendor for the OCM BOCES legal team to review. This is an example of a contract or proposal that you could receive. You will confirm that your contract or proposal meets the minimum requirements. The legal team needs to know who, what, when, for how long, and for how much. Once you have received a contract or proposal that meets these requirements, you are ready to submit. To submit your contract or proposal for legal team review, you will go to our personnel page and you will locate the link for ContractSafe intake form as shown here. This is the form you will utilize to submit your contract or proposal for review. You will use the information provided in your contract or proposal to complete the intake form as thoroughly as possible. When you have completed the form, you will attach the contract or proposal file you will be submitting. Upon submittal, you will receive an email confirmation. After you have submitted your contract or proposal through the ContractSafe intake form, the legal team will review and upload to ContractSafe. Within ContractSafe, each contract is assigned a pathway for approvals and signature. We will review this in a minute. Once you have set up a username and password and you have gone into your ContractSafe user account, there are two main pages you will utilize. The first is called the dashboard. This is where your user account will open up to. Your role and permission setting determines how your specific dashboard looks. If you find that you don't have a folder or access to something you believe you should, please reach out to the legal team for assistance. There are two different ways from here to find a specific contract you are looking for. First, you could go through your folder section. By using your folders, it automatically takes you to your contracts page, but it filters it to whatever is in the folder. If you would like to view every contract that you have access to and you have more than one folder, if you unselect the folder, it shows you every contract within multiple folders if you have access to multiples. This is your second page, and it can be accessed directly from your dashboard. Once again, your role and permission settings will determine how this page looks for you. Let's say you are looking for a specific contract to check the status of. You can go through your folders to your list, or you can utilize your search button up at the top, and you can narrow your list if you know what you're looking for. From here, we can select this contract, and we can go into the contract view for a specific document. This will show you the information regarding who we are contracting with, what folder it's in, what the name of it is within ContractSafe, and the document itself can be found here. You can also check to see the status of approval on the document. This document is currently waiting for approval. It's been given an approval path through the CINI-RIC pathway. and we can see that we're still waiting on it to move through the approval list. If you're an approver within an approval pathway, you will find your pending approval list on your dashboard. This is a list of contracts that are waiting for your approval. From here, merely click on one, as each contract must be approved individually. The document page will come up. At the top, you have the ability to approve or reject the contract. Through our experience, we have learned the best practice would be not to reject a contract unless it is absolutely a contract that will not be signed or be moving forward. There are a few reasons we're requesting this that I will go over. At this point, if you are in agreement with the contract that you are tasked to approve, you would merely select the Approve button at the top. As you can see, a note section opens here. These notes are only visible through the approval path here. If a contract is rejected somewhere along the approval pathway, the only way to reestablish the approval workflow is to cancel the entire pathway and set it up again. When this is done, we not only lose the previous approval history, but we lose any notes that are placed in this area. So once again, our best practice would be to place any and all notes in this note section using a standardized format. Place the date, your initials, and your note within the note section. Place the newest note at the top each time there's a note written. If you are an approver and for any reason you cannot approve the contract, it would be best practice to place your notes and your concerns within the note section of the contract page and send an email to the person who needs to be aware and possibly correct the contract. Click the Send button, select the email of the person who needs to be informed, and add your message below the populated information within the Send Contract platform. Please do not delete the populated information, as this is the only information that indicates where the message came from when you receive the email from ContractSafe. Click Send, and then make sure that you save the notes you added. At this point, you can go back to the dashboard and check on your next contract pending approval. When the contract is approved by all of the parties in the pathway and reviewed by the legal team will reach out to the vendor contact on the intake form to obtain their signature. When that has been received, the legal team will upload the vendor signed contract to ContractSafe, prepare for a digital signature from the OCM BOCES authorized signer. After the contract is signed by OCM BOCES, the legal team will email a copy of the fully executed contract back to the vendor and copy the original OCM BOCES submitter. This process could take a few days to a few weeks, depending on the circumstances of the contract. Contracts are signed in the order they are approved and placed within the signing portal. If you have any other questions on ContractSafe, the new process, the Google form, or anything not covered in this video, please reach out to the legal team for assistance.